You better be careful what you say now.
Good evening. Good evening. How's it?
It is the day. Hey, where's also gone?
Nah, I just wanted everyone to see it because I'll be blocking it.
You got us, man.
Oh man, good evening, everybody. Man, welcome to the Latched podcast for episode 1232.7. I'm Brands. We've got Mana here and Mossa here, and also joining us on time every time, even with the time change. Matt. Yeah, the boys.
On time.
For those who called on, thank you for tuning in early with us, half an hour early, because we've got, as you are all aware, one of the biggest games the start of the biggest series on the league calendar, which is State of Origin. Game 1 tonight in Sydney, Australia. So we're doing our bit, just doing our bit so that we're all able just to, hard and fast, and then get into watching. Yeah, before we get underway, just a special thank you to our sponsors. Hit it, boys. Okay.
I didn't know when you said hit the boys, I was like, all right.
No.
Oh, I'm. Oh, nice. Also, I meant I've been doing a lot of talking. I just wanted to catch my breath back. So that was when you guys were meant to say who the sponsors were.
Yeah, my bad.
Good if you want to play that.
I thought it'd be better to play that ad since we got a quite short show, eh? So
true. Oh no,
nice.
You're right.
Nice save, brother.
Also, we just posted TJ Air Construction. They were on the Pacific. I think it was the Pacific Media Network, the New Air Radio. They had a little chat. So we posted that on the Facebook, just so you guys know who our sponsors are, and what they do and what they stand for in terms of their business, their values and stuff. So yeah, check out the posts, have a listen, have a look, and then you'll know more about them. Also, special mention, thank you to our boy Luffs. Thank you, Crucial Flooring, for all that you've supported us with from the get-go. And we'll just quickly play this one then.
Yeah, we're gonna play it. We're gonna play it right now.
I think it's in the same play. All right. And also, lastly, thank you to Matt McFarlane for always supporting us as well, and for hooking it up with the love, in many ways. We've got a hard and fast lineup tonight, so we won't muck around any further. We'll kick off with our eye-catching moments, our ECMs.
Nice.
Let us do this.
So here is, while he's on the front screen, here's Brand's one.
Yo.
Take it away.
Wow, would you look at that? Let's look at it one more time. Their wind, the trajectory of the kick. So here we have Goulburn City versus Tuggeranong, which is in the Canberra region. So they were down in Goulburn having a game, and it's, if you've been down there, besides it being probably Canberra's version of Hamilton, not much to do there, but yeah, not much to do but kick in the wind. So that's why one of the Goulburn players was able to, use his home ground advantage experience and just kick in the wind, a la Dan Carter a couple of years ago on that sideline conversion with the wind.
That's right.
Yo.
I was trying to think
yeah,
of where I've seen that before in Super.
And Al Masri, I know Al Masri, he hit something similar. I think it was back in, I can't even remember, early 2000s, like 2004 or something. I think it was a game against the Sharks too. But yeah, that was my eye-catching moment of the week.
Nice.
Yo, sweet.
No.
Malza.
My one is
when you're ready, mate.
Oh yeah, no. Yeah. So my one's in the US. It's a bit of baseball. So anyone knows when they play baseball and they hit it out, it's a foul ball, but still the fans get amongst it and they want to keep it as a souvenir. We don't own these rights to these videos, so just sit back and enjoy this one. It's going to be a short one, but it's a good one. Yeah, so as you can see there, little Gaza tried to offer one of the Usos $100 for the foul ball, and he didn't take the hundo and just gave the kid the foul ball, and everyone's just happy and carried on. If I was that guy, man, I would have told the little kid to ask mum for another 400, and then I would have gave it to him. But, lucky baseball's not heavy in New Zealand, otherwise, would be some ugly dealings in the crowds. But yeah, that's my ECM, boys.
Nice.
Shout out to that guy. Hey, you hardly get those guys like that. No way.
Do you reckon instead of offering $100, like not offer $100, but offer Hingawe?
Come on.
All right, straight to you, Adam. We will talk to Brandon after this in private.
We'll talk to him after this. I get a set up.
I mean, my joke was so good it broke INM South Island internet.
Wi-Fi. There it is. Oh, what are we looking at?
Mate, you got to
just change your tables. Just change your tab. That's all good.
It's that Glowbug, eh? That Glowbug stuff.
You got it. Glowbug. Just gotta go quickly. Chuck cook $20 in it. Wait it all, guys. Anyway, just before we just while I'm setting it up, my ECM from the weekend. I was a bit different. It's about a guy. He for a football game, he took his phone on the field and ended up going live. Going live in the middle of the place.
What, like during the actual game?
We'll see. I was going to check it out and see what happens. Yeah, during the game, I don't know if he was a wide receiver or not, but it looks like a college game. But it's just got him. I'll let the video do it. There was justice.
Sweet days.
Okay. Go.
Gee. Must be a good. Oh, there we go.
This is funny. Look at that. This
So
is
I think it's
live.
on- I think it's on mute.
It must be on mute, or is it just the buffering
Yeah.
of doom?
Oh, it's
Yeah,
probably
the
the
buffering
Wi-Fi
of
down
doom.
South Island, eh?
Mate, that
Buffering
Wi-Fi
of
down here
doom.
is just disgusting.
Okay, it's off now. So here it is again.
Yeah.
If you got to catch it.
I think all our viewers just left us.
Oh, sorry. Oh, we're back now. We're back. That's all that
Oh,
matters.
goodness me. Just a quick apologies, eh? Apologies to the viewers out there about that video that was shown.
Oh, we've
Just
got a
no
couple of
volume.
hellos, couple of A's.
That 682 kid.
Hey, sup, brother? How you going, Bruss?
So,
Welcome
bro,
to the
I think
podcast.
this might be raw. I think this might
Oh,
be
is it?
raw. I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Brother, lay off the
Little
iron.
cuts.
Lay off the iron. I see your profile pic, brother. Lay off the iron.
And also,
And what do you know?
Cam?
This guy's back.
Thank you, Cam.
Cam
What's up, Bruce? New South.
New South in
New
your
South.
mouth.
Oh,
Is he New Ian as well?
yeah.
And then, of course, on time every time, we've got Loves here.
Oh, man. So, yes. Thank you, Loves.
All right.
Trouble joining us.
We'll get into that real soon. Right now, we're just going to move into our Super Rugby with our quarterfinals over the weekend. Friday, Crusaders beat the Reds. I didn't watch that game. You guys watch it?
Nah, same us. Didn't watch that game. Going back to our picks last week, I think we all went Cedars. We all jumped on the Cedars.
Yep.
We did, eh? Yeah.
Mm.
And indeed, they
Yeah,
won.
definitely.
Convincingly. So,
I think, Mana,
Yeah.
I think you said it was
But,
going to be close.
Reds did put up a fight.
Mm.
Yeah.
and that's it. Eh?
Shout out to the Reds. They had a few players missing.
Nah, man.
Man,
Even
there's Wi-Fi down here, man.
I still think if Reds were at full strength, they still wouldn't have beaten the Cedars. But since two of us didn't watch the game, are we happy to move on?
Yeah. Saturday, Saturday game 1 of the quarters, Chiefs and Waratahs. So, not Eddie Des. Chiefs mana, baby. Chiefs mana.
Good win, man.
It was a good win, man. And I think the Waratahs, they didn't do themselves any favors, man. They had like a lot of drop balls, a lot of penalties, especially at lineout. And a couple of those ended up in points with us. Like, I'm not saying that we only won because they were making mistakes. I mean, we capitalized off those mistakes, but we were pretty dominant in most parts of the game. I thought our forwards were mean, but just again, our backs, our midfield combo, Tupaya and Nankiville, man, surely we hear those guys' names next week for their All Blacks team announcement. No shade at any other teams or anything, putting that aside, but I'm hoping both of them, especially after like the season that they've been having, especially Nankiville, man. But like, special mention to the Waratahs as well, like from losing all of their games last season to making the quarters. I'm no shade or anything, like no disrespect to the Blues, but like in terms of most improved team, I'd put Waratahs up there alongside the Blues, maybe even pipping them just a little bit, just because of that turnaround, man. Like, real good team, and like they're young team, And I think if they have the same team next year, just a year older, a bit more experience and stuff, man, like I reckon they can do even better. But they lost and we won, so
Nah, yeah,
yeah.
congrats,
So
man.
yeah. So the one after that was Blues and the Landers.
Yeah. Blues Landers. I knew it was going to be a close game for the first 30 odd minutes. Highlanders did show up to play though. They were putting some good shots in, making some good ground, making the Blues work a little bit harder than what they thought they're going to be. But the Blues just ran away with it. They too. X factors a bit too much than the Highlanders. A lot more game breakers in the Blues. Congrats to also RTS for his first try for Super.
Yeah, saw that. Nice.
Yeah. So Blues did all right. I think we lost Papali just before the game due to appendix surgery recovery. So hopefully we get him back this week, and hopefully we get
I heard he's not.
Clark.
I heard he's
this
not.
week, so.
Heard he's not back this week.
He'll make it to the GF if he's
I don't
making
know.
it.
I don't know.
Yeah. I read that he's been ruled out, but might do those last minute ones. Who knows?
Oh, true.
Bro,
Yeah.
appendix.
Da,
In
da,
a
da.
Unheard of, eh? Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think that like what
Never
I noticed, what I saw on the Blues game like early on, like when the Highlanders they're having a good crack in that. What I saw happening was that the Highlanders were making the Blues like play the game that they wanted them to play, and like the Blues were getting sucked in, man. Like
Especially first off, yeah.
Yeah, that first half, and I was like, oh, okay then. Like if they're gonna get like, and this is the Highlanders, who only just snuck in, and they were able to dictate play for a majority of the first half. I think
Yeah.
that last 10 minutes of the first half, and then the rest of the second half was all Blues.
Right.
But
Oh,
surely that'll be looked at this week, because if the Highlanders can do it from 8th place, then like they've got the Brumbies next, and the Brumbies, even though they lost that game against MP, so they didn't have to face the Crusaders. But if they can do that, but yeah, I don't know. That was just my observation.
Yeah, like no disrespect to the Highlanders, but Super Rugby, anything can happen. Like those guys push teams to the edge, like Rebels, and when they just lost by one. It's just Super Rugby. I reckon just everyone plays a bit differently. Size it up the first half and then try to capitalize after that. But hopefully this week's game against Brown Bucks, man,
It'll be tough, man. It's gonna be good.
it's going to be a good game. It's going to
Before
be a good game.
Before we get into that, I know Moss got a couple of things that are on his mind from that game. Brumbies and the Canes.
Oh man, I was watching with Saints and her family. Just must make sure the Brumbies do the job. 15 versus 14. At least we got one over the Blues. Yeah, man, these were the first team. Oh, that was the first game, right? Of the Super Rugby was Canes and Blues opener in Eden.
First game didn't count.
But yeah, I was watching with Saints and her family out west, and they're heavy NZ and heavy Hurricanes down there, man. I was the only one, obviously supporting the Brumbies, but first half was poor, man. I think we were down by 7 or 10. I think Geordie Barrett got the penalty. We were down by 10 points, I think. Then I was a bit nervous there. But I think our forwards carved it for us, man. So we got all our tries off the line-out set pieces. Like once we moored it, and then our backs scored it off those. I think all tries to the backs were off those lineouts. But this week's gonna be even more tougher, man.
I saw that. Also saw that it was a bit of one of the more harder nights in the office for old El Capitan Pegati.
Who?
Adi Salvia is getting he wasn't able to be as dominant
bro.
as he usually is because of the Brumbies, Lucy's.
That's why I thought we won that game, man. I think our forwards won it for us. Like,
Yeah,
I didn't
dominated.
understand their subs as well. Yeah, I didn't understand the Kane subs as well. Like, they subbed off Perinara, even though it was his 150th game, and I think they subbed him and another forward.
When did they sub him off?
Bro, it was still early. Like, they were still winning. They were still winning, and then we got a couple of tries. I think it was Simone. They got a try. We were still losing. We were down by, I think, 1 or 2. Then we scored the second try through Tom Banks, and then I think they subbed him off. And then we were fortunate enough to have a yellow card on, what was it, Rayossi? That guy just tried to swipe the ball back on the ground, and I was like, once he was off, and then we scored off that. Well, like I said, man, it's going to be tough coming into Eden Park, because Blues they're stacked forwards and backs, and I reckon we can try and match them in the forwards, but a bit short on the backs when you match them. But you're happy to have the win, and hopefully we can go all the way and carry this Oz conference. Bloody
nice, man. We've got so with that, all the quarters out of the way, we've got the semis coming up. Semi 1, which is on Friday, Chiefs versus Crusaders down in Christchurch. Obviously, I am going to be supporting the Chiefs, not just because I'm biased like that. That's my team, but even so, I think, man, I think we can do it. We've done it before. We've done it before, 2012, and did we play them in the semis 2013? But even though that was nearly 10 years ago, I think with last year's Super, the first Super final in the memory, and we've beaten them down there before. Even though we got a hiding in Hamilton the next game, but I reckon we'll do it. I reckon it's going to be a close game. I reckon it's going to be a real close game, and I think I think we'll win it in the forwards, and then I think our backs will. I think our backs got. Yeah, I think we've got the answer we need, but I don't want to come back with a sad face next week. So I'm going Chiefs Chiefs by 5 and under. Yeah.
Oh, this is a close one.
Man.
What I like down here also, you guys that might not know, but the Crusaders have got like a promotion. There's one free kid with a paying adult, and I think that's pretty good, on the Crusader side of things. But Crusaders 13 plus. So.
Of course,
man. I've got some friends and family on both sides, so I'm on the fence on this one to go look to both. So,
anyone but the Crusaders.
Anyone but the Crusaders.
Oh well, if you put it like that, then Chiefs.
Okay.
All right, we'll go the other semi, which is on Saturday at the Garden of Eden. Team Mana versus Team Moss, Blues and the Brumbies. We'll let you guys take it away. Let us know why your team's going to be winning on Saturday.
After you,
just quick, man.
First.
I think it's a plus getting Valentini back. He's been missing for the last 3 games. That's obviously a positive for us coming here. I think we'll try and win it in the forwards, man. If we can't try and match them and win over the forwards, bro, we can try and do what we've done to the Canes. And even we gave the Blues a good go in Canberra. Lost it in the end, drop goal or penalty advantage, but held them to no scores. I think one try. Did you guys try?
Yeah, one try.
I think, man, if we beat them in the forwards, man, we can try and put them over like in the back. So I'm going with the Brumbies in the close one. I think I had done it in our messages in our family chat that if we beat the Canes, we're going all the way. I know it's a bit steep, but gotta believe, man. Gotta believe.
Have to believe.
Mana, just before we get your answer, Steven's just asked if you could speak up a little bit, please.
Can you tell him to stand up when he talks, please?
Yeah, I agree with Stephen. Man.
Stephen,
Thank
you're
you,
right. I don't
Stephen.
know where this guy's. He's at home, but I still can't see that mic.
He's still at Nsw Park practicing cricket. No, what's up,
Oh, you mean
Steve?
the Kilikiti?
Oh yeah,
Is that what?
crickets?
Kilikiti?
Yeah. Crickets. No. My take on this weekend's game is going to be interesting. Like Mossa
Yeah.
said, you know, the freaking Brumbies full pack is quite good, you know, and it's scary for Australia coming up in the internationals. But Blues, we're just gonna play our game, dominate forwards, and let our backs just free run, you know. You got the likes of Bodie, Pedofita that can kick, you know. Any penalties, take it.
Yeah.
Let the scoreboard let the scoreboard pressure get to the Brumbies. You know, I reckon Roger's gonna have a great game. Karen's gonna go well. Hopefully we get if we don't get Clark back this week, then I think he should be back next week.
That's the only. Sorry, that's the only thing that
But,
like
now
worries me is
Blues,
the Blues
I
backline.
reckon they're gonna go. Yeah,
Blues what?
The Blues backline. Blues. I'm gonna go. No disrespect, Dukes, but I'm gonna go 13 plus. We just got too much firepower.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, that was a good comment here from Penny. No little seal MVP winner against the Blues. I agree, Penny. I've never, like I said to the Usos last week, and even our first episode, I've never doubted Lily Seal. I've always thought he was a great player and a great first five, even for the Wallabies.
Here we go.
I don't know why these
Here
guys
we
are
go.
laughing. Like I'm a jokester, but Lily Seal all the way, man.
Nah,
Pinpoint
it's a
accuracy.
special entry from the sky that's supposed to be at work.
We got Belongers asking where's Mary Matt. He's just joined us.
What's up, Lola? I think Matty Matt's in the background tuning in. So where's Matty Matt, Prince?
I never forgot to send the link.
The link, to join in next week.
Oh,
Sad.
halftime show, Matty.
Send him the
Hey,
link to the
stop
Blues.
picking on the sponsors, mate.
Yeah.
Oh, Sabus.
Oh, there he is.
Just in time.
Didn't see you there.
Just in time for you to chime in to see what's the Blues' plan of attack to stop Loli Seal. What's it?
Oh, I don't know if you guys have spoken about it, and if you did, I don't really care. But for us, in order for to stop the backline or any of the Brumbies, it's just our forwards, man. We got done in the forwards against the Landers, and Brumbies are probably one of the best, or is the best in Australia. But it's just their set pieces have been, just phenomenal. If you want to say that, phenomenal. And
Phenomenal.
yeah, it's just we have to turn up in the forwards in order for us to get some go forward, and the go forward is what we've been basically scoring tries. We're getting fast ball from set pieces, and I think we were just rushing it last week. But to be honest, it's going to be a very tough game against the Brumbies. Yeah.
I think, the Blues work well, with the backs and that, because it's a detriment to the forwards. It's a detriment to the forwards. So, I just got a comment here from the Uso Lives. Says, can we get a story time, please? But I don't think we have time for that because we'll probably end at.
Oh, not tonight, mate. Actually, there's going to be an episode coming out where it's all about Terry stories.
Tez's traveling stories.
Tez's stories. And then once you finish your stories, then you can send a link to us and we'll join you after that because we're not going to join you for the stories.
Okay.
Shuttles. Oh, sorry, that was hard and fast.
Bro, you just said to yourself.
Oh, thanks.
Okay, so I think it's I'm guessing I'm going Chiefs, of course, for the first semi, and you guys are pretty much at a stalemate. Blue supporters going for the Blues, Brumbies supporters going for the Brumbies. So we'll just see where how this ends up next week. So we're either gonna have we're either gonna have one team going in the final or two teams going in the final. And the other guy's not gonna be making it next week.
All I know is
And that guy's going to be getting shit, basically.
all I know, if let's just say two of us don't make it, I don't think those two will be making for next week's episode. So apologies to the viewers. Whoever loses on the weekend is probably handing in the resignation papers, and we'll go from there.
If two of the guys don't make it, it's only going to be a 15-minute podcast.
Terry Stories. Terry Stories, so tune in live, guys.
45 minutes of
Just before we move on, boys, I want to shout out to all our viewers to tune in at halftime of the State of O game. We got a hooker halftime show
on Instagram.
On Instagram, yeah. So tune in. You know, if you're live with us, we might even get that call to add you to the call. So try your luck, guys. Show us your thoughts.
Yeah, show us your thoughts. Nothing else, thanks.
Not give us the show us.
Not show us.
All right, moving along. We are going into
moving forward, yeah.
The NRL. We only had four games last week. If you guys haven't caught up on who those winners were, just Google them, boys. I think the more important thing is the announcements that we saw yesterday with Madge, Michael Maguire getting the from the old Tigers, but I think something that impacts us more because we are in Aotearoa is old Nathan Brown getting the from the Waz. I think we could see it in his, like his little teasers in his press conferences over the last couple of weeks. Sort of, you could sort of see it on the cards that he wasn't too keen to head back to New Zealand. I think this guy needs to go back to school, maybe take geography, just to learn whereabouts in the world New Zealand is, because him and a couple of others seem to think that New Zealand is still in Australia. I don't know about that.
The old excuse, there's the excuse of you're jumping ship, mate. You know it's sinking.
Such a out, man.
But then again, he probably had a convo with Matt Lodge when they're still there. Like, oh, so you gonna stay or? And Lodge was like, "Nah, I'm capping it." Also, he's like, "Oh yeah, give us 2 weeks. Give us 2 weeks. Also.
Give us a couple of weeks.
Give us a couple of weeks." But now I think that was his choice, was to leave now, or rather than come out and say he got fired. So he says he doesn't want to be
timing.
Yeah.
Did he do the
timing
old
is everything, bro?
That dude did on the Titanic? We grabs the kid and jumps on the lifeboat.
I think so. I think he
before the ship sinks.
Right. But he signed I think he signed a deal, right, to remain with the Warriors. I don't think he knew that he thought that the Warriors are going to stay in Oz for like the next 3 years.
Yeah.
And then the CEO's like, no, we're going back to NZ. And he's like, oh, no, fine, man. No, I'm going to kill.
I don't know what he was thinking.
Nah, that's the biggest excuse you could ever use. You know at some point that the Warriors are going to be heading back. Whether this COVID stays on, it could be there in a year or 5 years. But the plan is for the NRL to move them, or Warriors to move back. So you had been told at the beginning that's not an Australian-based team.
Yeah, true.
In all seriousness, like they just couldn't perform. No numbers, no stats for him to move the team forward. That's it. Go on, bro. Give him the keys to piss right off.
Yeah.
or give him a train to train.
Maybe it's not no disrespect. Hey Tezza, like I love you, brother. You're good also. Maybe it's the St. George thing. When they no serious. Like Sonny, look at
See,
Baz.
Tesla was that guy that posted it yesterday.
Look at Baz.
And
Look
you-
at Nathan Brown, and look at Mary that got fired last year or the year before. I think it's I don't know, man. Like the coaching wise, not players, not them as players, but them as coaches. Maybe they're like.
Quick shout outs to Ivan. I think this is looks like a Queensland jersey. We'll go with that, eh?
Oh, nice, Ivan.
We'll go with that.
Hey,
So what are you trying to say, Mossa? What are you trying to say, bro?
Nah, it's just
I want to hear it. I want to hear it.
bro. Look at their records, bro.
I need
Baz
an
at Manly, Baz at Manly,
apology.
and then
And it's obvious that it was this guy that posted that yesterday.
no. Hear me out, Tez. Hear me out. Look at Nathan Brown's tenure at Knights. He goes over there. They went backwards. He comes to Warriors. They go backwards. Not even back. Oh, like they go backwards, and plus one of them went forwards and wanted to stay like in Oz and not come back with him to NZ. Baz did the same thing at Manly. Went to Manly, went backwards. Came to Dogs. We even went like backwards.
So you're blaming the person that's trying to become a coach, or don't blame the organization or the franchise that's hiring
Nah,
you? You know?
see, that's why I said I don't blame them as players. I'm just blaming they're not coaches, but they do come like their background is St. George.
in NRL should take on what NBA do. You get a front office, you got the coaches, and you got players, eh? Fucking the coaches get somewhat the blame, then the freaking front office get fired.
Yeah,
That sort of stuff, eh?
I think at the end of the day, it's gonna be coaches. Like they'll look at the coaches first before the players.
Speaking
How
of
long-
coaches, what was
How
that?
long? What's that line that no, when it's not the coach's fault?
Oh man, I don't know.
You're right. Yeah, Or there's 17 players that go out there, and they gotta, but they gotta perform. But at the same time, it's the coach that's got to get them ready.
Yeah.
And if the coach, if they're not buying into the coach's vision, then the coach is gonna, start.
Because
losing that locker room,
another question might pop up is, these two coaches or three coaches have recently been sacked. The three they're going to take over, they might come from good franchises, whatever, good record, and they end up losing. Is it still their fault?
That's a good question.
Well,
Could be if they're on a slump.
Yeah.
I think that's their main goal.
That's
Is
what I mean.
to obviously, when they come into the organization, their main goal is to make the team win. Once they get wins, they get more years onto their contract. Yeah.
I was speaking to a colleague yesterday on this and like on the Warriors' misfortunes of the coaching. That's 4 coaches in the last 2 to 3 years since Kearney left in 2020. They brought up a good idea. It's like maybe getting coaching staff, management, players, getting them to see, asking them what's missing, what's wrong, what's wrong, what's going wrong, team culture, like performance-wise and stuff. And then when they do their coaching interviews, asking each candidate how can they address those things that have been pointed out that could work. But then again, there's the old interview, there's the old saying, fake it till you make it. So you could say anything you want to impress the judging panel, which I think Nathan Brown must have done. He must have got his wife to make some brownies, or he must have laced them or something, because I don't know what that board was on when they approved Nathan Brown to be his coach.
Because if we compare it to Queensland, if they don't perform tonight, will they get the chop or will the players get the chop?
Nah, they would chop Billy after one game.
There will be no chop because they're going to perform tonight. It's when you look at Brad Fittler. When you look at Brad Fittler, how he took over the Roosters, then they were shit, and now he's got a whole, he's got a whole bloody
But he's got a whole stacked team to go through, man.
Army.
Yeah.
Got an army. Blue
Bro,
army.
you
And then
can
there's still
get Nathan
vision.
Brown. You can get Nathan Brown to coach New South, and he'll have to coach that team, and you'll probably win.
You're not really coaching them anyway because they're pretty much the best of the best, man. You're just facilitating their training sessions.
Well,
Now you just gotta yell out 4 corners, guys. 4 corners.
Get to the goalpost.
Eyes up,
Get around
footy,
to the
eyes up,
goalpost.
footy.
4 corners.
Join pass, guys, join pass.
Truck and trailer. This is truck and trailer.
Truck and trailer.
Truck and trailer, but we
And then
never
after
use
that,
that in
just
the...
come in, guys, take a knee. Get some orange slices going.
Moss, we're going to arrest you this week also.
Our truck and trailers underneath the goalposts when people score on us.
Hey, Brands, man,
Oh,
just like at AET, I don't want you to do shuttles in front of the students while they're trying to study, man. Your Kiwis, your New Zealand Kiwis kids.
Hey, I did that. I did that as a student. I'm going to do that as an employee now. Good idea, mate.
I'll never get over that. But anyway,
But we got a couple of coaches that we think might fit the bill in terms of the next head coach. We've got Stacey Jones as the interim coach for the rest of the year. Some say it might work. Some say he probably a really good assistant coach, maybe not so much a head coach, but we'll see how it goes for the rest of the season. My pick for who I think would be a good head coach for the Warriors moving forward is Christian Wolf. Currently the head coach of the St. Helens over in the Super League. They've won back-to-back Super League titles, 2020, 2021. Also a Challenge Cup final. Obviously, he is coach of Mate Maatonga / Kautoa. Beat the Kiwis, beat the Wallaby, Kangaroos, I mean. Within a whisker of a quarterfinal, if it wasn't for that ref not wanting to check that try Andrew Fifita scored. Also coached under 20s Cowboys to that 2011 grand final, NYC grand final, where they just lost against the Waz 20 side. And also the 2015 Townsville Blackhawks, coached them to a grand final in their first year. They just lost. So he's got a good credentials, and I think it'll be good to see how he gets on. He's done well putting the Tongan boys together. Him fitting into that culture, not him trying to create his own culture within that group. So it'll be good to see how he would manage that with the Warriors boys from all over the place. But yeah, that's who I think would be a good fit, man. What about you guys?
nice. I've gone with Stacey Jones just to caretake a job for the rest of the year. I don't really know who else would out of those Aussie coaches will come down here and play the relocation card other than Madge because he's the Kiwis coach. But I think Stacey will probably do a good job, only because he's been around those boys in the organization for how long now? For quite some time now, and he hasn't got the go at the big job yet. So yeah, the little general probably will do some sort of, I don't know, give them a good go like their game this week. But I see Stacey as a caretaker coach. Even though he strings in, I don't know, 5-10 games straight, they'll probably look at him as a caretaker rather than a full-time coach. But I just still don't know who will take up the reins of the Warriors, to be honest. I'm anxious to ask the viewers out there, those Warrior boys, who do you guys think? Surely
we've
not
got
Dick.
one. My dad reckons Cameron Serraldo.
That was a name
Yeah.
that Penny, we were mentioning on the chat, but I think he was either re-signing with Penrith or he would like to work with West Tigers.
West Tigers apparently as well, eh?
West Tigers, so it'll be probably a bit difficult to lure him into the Warriors camp. What about David Kidwell? The key is in the we. What about that guy?
The wise and the rise.
The one.
That's who he was.
Wise up your ass. He said, "Wise up your ass."
Stacey Jones for my pick.
Boys.
Kidwell.
Vinaka.
Kidwell.
Wait, really?
Or
Fuck, I was just tricky.
Kidwell.
Flanagan?
I reckon he's
Is Flanagan an option?
If he's your
Flanagan.
option, straight
Yeah,
up.
he is an option, but I think he will get to Dogs, and because the sun is over there.
I can't see him moving over though.
Yeah,
Yeah, I reckon it may be like I don't know who out there interested in the role, but I think because of the owners, I'm sure they're pushing for an Australian coach or someone that's from that area. I don't think they'll go for Kiwi.
yeah. They want the
Not that
experience,
much,
eh?
though.
They want the
Yeah.
experience.
Unless they want,
Yeah, some Australian coach that's been around in the system. Hopefully, it's Griffin. Hopefully, Griffin gets over there
What
and
about the old coach,
you
Daniel?
know,
You don't like Griffin,
leads the
Tiz.
Dragons.
You don't like Griffin, Tiz.
he just wants to try and catch
Oh,
up.
not that I don't like him. It's just,
Yeah, just judging
That's
by
what I
how you
reckon.
answer that, you don't like him at all. I think you don't like him at all.
nah, it's just sometimes you need a coach that fits the team, or the team fits the coach. There's just nothing working within. Yeah, that's my take on it. But
Mm.
to be honest, whoever the coach is
Yep.
going to be, some big calls have to be made within the playing squad. Eh,
The squad, yeah.
like big calls, you have to drop a few players. Well, not a few, quite a lot, maybe half the team, because they're not performing. Some are not going to be there next year. Or if you're looking for the future, to the future for the club, play these guys. They've just got, all these young players. They can't get any worse than where they are now, unless they, they end up at the bottom with the Bulldogs, and I don't see that happening. I don't see Bulldogs leaving the bottom posse, and I'm not taking a shot at you guys,
No, you
but
are.
yeah, I actually am. I'm actually taking a shot at you guys because that's how,
Can someone get back to work, please?
Well, why don't you just get off and kill us?
We've got another.
But,
we've got a.
The comment here.
Oh,
from
bless
Vinny.
you,
Bless unto
Vinny.
you.
Vinny said, "How about the beast?" Sorry, bro. Derek Lewis is a UFC fighter. He's not a coach.
Or the beast. That's the Sharks in South Africa, rugby union.
Yeah.
He's the prop. So I don't think you'll move over here, Vinny.
You guys reckon Filler will go to the Dogs like Sean reckons?
I prefer
Like Tiz,
Filler
like
nah.
like Tiz said, I
prefer-
can't. Like Tiz said, like he might be having a dig at us, but like there's facts in that as well, man. Like we gotta stick a firework up our butt so we can shoot up, and something's
Yeah.
gotta happen, man.
Nah, to answer that, Shawnee, I don't see Fitler go to the Dogs. I think he's happy where he's at, coaching representative, and I don't want him at the Dogs either. He's not gonna come here and be like, "Hey, play like Jerome Luai and Cleary." It's not that kind of party. So
Do now.
good coach for
we-
representative, obviously, because of those players, but not at club level, especially where we're at right now.
We ran that poll on Instagram asking yesterday, or question, who would you most likely want to see a Warriors like head coach job? There were a couple saying Christian Wolf, a majority of them, myself, and and a couple of others, but there were some like Kearney. Someone wants to see Kearney back. But
Bro. I think Kearney's happy at Melbourne, man, being assistant.
Kearney, he wants another go. I don't know. Cleary as well.
Nah. You ask Ivan Cleary, Charlie, do you want to leave Penny and Penn Panthers and come over here to the Warriors? You'll probably be like, oh, nah, sweetos. So good. I'm FTA.
FTA.
We've got a.
Oh, Terry. Bluey said if you they wear those colors tonight, they wear it tomorrow because he can see you, the black in their hivers. I already told him, Lindsay. I already told those all.
Dirty hell.
You can't wear this tomorrow, man. It's not Moana Pacifica tomorrow.
Yeah, we've got Charlie here. Trying to take their
What's up, Charlie?
off mine. My uncle gave this to me also. He passed away 10 years ago. So I wear this every Origin just to remind me of the passion that he had for. But
No, man.
I'll take it off. I'll take it off. I'll take it off.
Again, just a quick mention. We'll be going live at halftime on IG or Instagram. So tune in at halftime if you're watching the State of Vote tonight, and you'll hear our feedback or our highlights of the game. Most probably going to be a Queensland highlight, halftime, and just so you all know, if Mana doesn't turn up, we all know why. You know. So yeah, tune in.
No matter what.
Yeah.
He'll be doing his own live on Kainel.
You know.
No, you guys will be on Kadu. What about this game tonight, boys?
Yo.
What about this game?
I think whoever we support, we're gonna choose. So I reckon Maroons will be one in the forwards, and Maroons by a try 6.
6. First try scorer.
Kobu. Debut, first try scorer, Kobu.
The old bomb.
Probably. Who's he facing? Tupou? Oh, it's going to be tough.
Should be Tupes, yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be tough.
Tautupo.
I'm going to go New South, of course. We're going to dominate through Bolo and Haas. First try will be Tupes or Stags. They're on the same side, so
you have to pick one. Just pick one.
No, I'll just go one side then, so I can.
All I know is we're gonna punch the Bolo and kick the Haas.
Kick the Haas. Punch the Bolo and kick the Haas. Cafe.
Hey man, PG,
no,
PG.
I reckon for me, Hutton will go over. Hutton will go over with the first try from Hooker.
Why is that? Is it because he's dragons?
No, because he's a Hooger.
He's
playing the Hooger.
He's a Hooger.
He's playing the Hooger position.
He's being the Hooger.
No, I think he dominates for the first 20, and then take him off, ref. Take him off.
He disappears for the last 60.
Well, if he disappears, then you've got Harry Grant coming on, brother.
Yeah.
Ooh. This is going to be a game. It's going to be fun years. I hope to see you guys at halftime. Hopefully, you guys show up.
Origin's never funny, man. It's either if whoever loses, they're not going to answer their phone or be active online. So it's not funny. It's never funny.
That's why we do it at halftime, so we don't know who wins or loses. It should be a game.
No, depending on result, we'll show up at halftime.
Any weak points you guys see on either side, or Mana on in Queensland's lineup and us on New South's lineup?
For you guys, T said it himself. Hunt and maybe
Oh, Stan. Oh,
Sorry.
Man.
Sorry.
Sadie.
Hey, you better show up at halftime. I'll let my show up at halftime.
I didn't do it also.
Answer your phones.
Oh, hey, Mana, answer this question then from Malinzo. Then, you guys got credit on the bench. Is that you reckon that's good or bad? And why do you think that Freddie went with him at 14 instead of Whiten?
Freddie's got a plan, you know. Always trusting Freddie. Freddie goes off whoever's on form. At the moment, Crichton's on form, but he'd probably be even better off the bench. He'll probably come on, carve up like he normally does. Maybe even get a cheeky, what do you call it? Try assist, you know, I reckon.
Better off the bench. What?
Yeah. Everyone's got a plan, you know. You can't tell me that all your guys' players are all starters at your clubs.
They are.
Yeah, they are.
Nah,
Exactly. So you know.
Nah, it's
So who's gonna?
bad
Who would you guys push out?
You would.
Whiteson to 14.
Whiteson.
To 14.
Nah, Critter. He's got a plan. Honestly, if Critter comes in and scores 2 tries, I'm gonna screenshot this thing and send it on our page and pin it there for the next 2 weeks.
Nah, like
because of that.
But the question was, you know, whether his move to bench was good or bad. We're just saying it was bad because he started over Whiteson for me.
I'm gonna say it's a good move. Thing with Crichton that I like is that he can cover the whole backline positions.
Exactly.
Can you let me finish?
No.
And I guess with Whiteson there, they'll probably play him the first 15, 20, and then possibly bench him, bring Critter on. Maybe it's just so they don't target Critter the first couple minutes of the game, just because he's a debuting. But I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. In terms of weak points, Blues, for me, I think it will be your guys' center wing pairings. That experience, especially on defense. They're gonna have to make some big calls. Yeah. They're gonna have to make some big calls, and like, I don't know, that trust factor. I think that'll be a big thing. Gus summed it up. Yeah, Gus summed it up perfectly. It'll be that whether or not, like, you know, they trust each other, or one of them just shoots up. So Gagai and Holmes, man, they can exploit that all day if given the chance. But that's
like the new versus the old. So you know, you put on the new centre pairing, these young guys, hoping, you know, they can fire up for an Origin, and we all know Origin is like the next level of footy. Not even international level can reach that kind of that kind of gameplay. So to bring in, like, you know, for Cobbo being there and for Stags, it's either going to make or break them. Because, you know, when we had Xavier debut for the Queenslander, you know, he didn't do a bad job, but they exploited him big time, the New South, and he got dropped the next game. So,
was that last year's
one? Yeah, I think it was. I think game 1 they kept kicking down to him, and he, you know, I think it might have been just nervous, just running the ball back, because if you're running it up in, you know, in the Origin like that, it's a different type of intensity, physicality in that regards.
I think
that's why I reckon Toops and what's the name, to all be good. You know, they carries back, you know, freaking from kicks.
Yeah, their returns are good, eh?
Yeah, returns are really, they make meters, eh?
Oh man, we got some breaking news from Silma. Bolo and Murray coming off the bench now.
Oh, that's all right.
Good so punch. Who's starting now? Who's the other club? That's Hassan who?
RCG.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And maybe Madison.
Madison starting.
Yeah.
Interesting, bro. Interesting call.
Freddie,
I'm just guessing it's those two jumping on for them. I don't know. So can you give us the full news next time, please? Nah.
Especially Bolo and Murray, man. They're
enforcers.
I reckon they're the best. Oh, not only that, they're the best starters to go forward and off. Just movement, ball playing around the ruck area. I don't know. Hey, it's interesting. Freddie, we all know, like you said, you know, they got a game plan, but wow, if this pays off, man.
Yeah, it's a big gamble, eh? I reckon he's got 3, those two, plus Critter on the bench. It looks like he's looking for some impact around early.
Wow,
early
Liam Martin.
Martin and
Yeah,
RPG.
Martin. Okay.
Damn.
So
Martin
more,
at
so
second
more
round.
connections to the
Wow.
Penrith
Thanks,
team.
Sauce, for that update.
So
Damn.
Thank you.
and I'm assuming the Maroons are still the same because we
Looks
don't
like-
care about changes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The only changes
Thank you, Simao, reporting live from Stadium Australia.
He's our inside man he's at the Blues camp now at the moment.
Carlos, shout out to Carlos. The NSW chairman has entered the chat.
Shout out,
Hey,
Carlos.
just pay your DWU union fees, eh?
Hey, can you leave your work affairs?
No. Yeah, it's gonna be an interesting game. Halftime halftime's gonna be on. So no sour losers. If I'm down by 30, I would still freaking not join the call. But nah, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be mean.
Okay, so we'll go. We'll just do a final round of winners and scores. Because I just mindful of time, and I know Moss has got a host. I think there's 300 people waiting at his doorstep.
Nah.
And we all didn't get the invite, but that's all good.
And for once, it's not for a meeting at the pad. It's for...
Hey man, we don't have anything. We're feeling under the weather at the moment, so it's just me and Saints.
Safe
Yeah, nice. Just send my fee. Yeah. No worries. I'll talk to you in private about that fee also. Don't know what you're talking about, but yeah,
I think that's the DW fee that Mano was talking to Carlos about.
He wants it in sovereigns, please.
Nah, I think the fees he means a couple of star drinks and some Irvine pies.
Some jolly drinks and some Irvines, big beans.
Good old stars and some Irvines. Should be $105.
They go to.
Cookie time cookies in your
Cookie
jar?
time.
Do you still have the cookie time cookies in your
Nah.
biscuit jar?
Not anymore.
Oh no, just
What was that question, Brands?
just the winner and the score predictions. And man of the match. Sorry, and man of the match. My bad.
Oh yeah. Okay, cheers.
Queensland by 12. Man of the match. Gonna have to go to the coach now. Man of the match. I am gonna go Gago.
Gago, nice.
Nice.
Moss.
Queensland by 6. Man of the match. Money Munster with the blonde hair.
New South by 14. Man of the match, Cleary.
It's John Cena.
I'm going Queensland by 4. And I think that good game will go. Shucks, I have money as well, but I'll go Cobbo.
Cobbo on debut. Nice.
I'll go Cobbo on debut for man of the match honors. Yeah.
Wow. It's never been done before, right?
Oh, that's I don't know.
I don't remember. Yeah.
No, not on debut, eh? Man of the match on debut.
Maybe you're right. Yeah, I don't think it's been done.
I think the only one that did that was Mark Tukey.
Also, finish talking about the Warriors replacement coach.
But just quickly, guys, thank you to our sponsors again. Official Flooring and sorry, did something pop up?
Yeah, just
here from the NSW chairman.
Says he's dreaming. Brands, you're still sleeping, and Moss, stop. Just stop.
Isn't the chairman a lady now? No.
Sorry, sis. Keep going, bro.
Yeah, no, just shout out to our sponsors, TJ Construction and Crucial Flooring, for coming through and sponsoring us, or AKA looking after us, supporting our podcast. And just so you know, Crucial Flooring is sponsoring our IG Live, so thank you to them for jumping on board on the Hooker Live.
Thank you.
Hooker halftime show.
But I think that's about does it for us tonight, eh, boys?
Yeah. So for everyone watching, thank you guys for coming through tonight.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming through half an hour early too.
All right, yep.
If you want to see more or hear more of us, tune into Hooker Halftime, which will be on Instagram. It'll be on our Latched Podcast IG page. And then, depending on who's leading at halftime, will determine how many of us jump on. But yeah, thanks guys, and I will see you guys soon. Last words, brothers.
No.
Catch the ball, Tupo.
Just go Queensland. And just F the rest. We'll need this one.
And go the Chiefs.
Thank you for coming.
Oh yeah.
Thank you for the good times.
Oh yeah.